Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for giving us the time. Maharaj,
Yes.
can you please let us know how did you came in Krishna consciousness?
First of all, my name is Bhakti Anugraha Janardana Swami, and I was born in the Philippines. I joined in 1984 in Toronto, Canada, and as far as I can remember, I started first become very curious about spirituality, metaphysical, when I was around 14 years old, 15 years old. And I first come in contact with Srila Prabhupada's books. This is how I came to Krishna consciousness. That was in the Philippines. It was in 1977, around summer or let's say fall of 1977. This time I got the books from some kind of new age store, Perfection of Yoga and Easy Journey to Other Planets, and some Back to Godhead magazines. And I started reading it because I was always very interested in this different philosophy from the East, mainly about yoga, meditation, reincarnation, astral projection, and so on. And I was keep reading and reading, and somehow I'm not able to understand, of course, because I'm just a young boy and very new in this. And I even asked my mother to buy me the Bhagavad Gita through mail order. She gave me a check. She gave me some money. I went to the bank and to order this in one of the addresses they put in the Philippines, but unfortunately I was not able to receive that. So in 1980 I went to Canada. I migrated to Canada at the age of 17 years old, and I bought my first Bhagavad Gita. Now mail order again from Los Angeles, Watsika, and there you go. They're very efficient. I received my Bhagavad Gita through mail, and also subscribed to Back to Godhead magazine. So I did not meet any devotees, excuse me, not until around 1984. Fall of 1984. I went to Toronto. Excuse me. And I first had halava when I came to the temple. It was like nighttime. Practically no devotees around. I first met a Mataji. She gave me more books, and I gave a donation. And I met Vishwakarma Prabhu. He was the president. I was working at that time, and I thought it would be nice if I can just stay in the temple and pay my rent to the temple, and they agreed. So every day before going to work, I will write the verse, Srimad Bhagavatam verse on the board, because I was a draftsman. And finally one day I just decided, let me try it, staying in the temple, be part of the community and the temple devotees, even though while working. And ultimately I told to my father that now I'm staying in the temple, and let me give it a try. That was 1984. And since then, up to now, after 31 years, I'm still here in Krishna consciousness.
Great. Thank you so much for enlightening us about how did you came in Krishna consciousness. The next question, why you like Vrindavan? Why have chosen Vrindavan as a place to stay?
Well, Vrindavan is naturally, once Krishna consciousness can be awakened. When I start First time I came to Vrindavan was 1987, after the centennial, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's centennial year, which is in 1986. 1987 I came, and immediately I fell in love with Vrindavan, and I prayed that actually I will come every year, because I was a Sankirtan devotee, and I was temple secretary and vice president of Toronto Temple. So I took a sankalpa, a vow that I must come every year, because there's nowhere in the world where you can meet so many wonderful devotees. The first time I met also Ayendra Prabhu in 1987, and I was playing Midanga for him. I said, wow, this is amazing. And what is special about Vrindavan is that naturally everyone can feel that there's something special here that you will never be able to find in any place. Vrindavan is the holiest place in the universe. Vrindavan is a place where Lord Krishna performed his pastimes 5,000 years ago. This is the place where devotees from all over the world come to rejuvenate and recharge their spiritual batteries, so to speak, so that when they go back to their places of preaching, it'll be much more effective, more convincing for those who will be able to be given the Krishna consciousness. So Vrindavan is eternal. You know, right now it's a little bit covered up, and it'll become more covered up because of Kali Yuga comes. But for the pure devotees, those who are pure in their hearts, they'll be able to see even nowadays Krishna, that actually Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. So Vrindavan is somehow I ended up here. It must be Guru and Krishna's mercy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Maharaj, for enlightening us about your spiritual journey in Vrindavan. So the next question is, what is 24 hours Kirtan?
Well, Srila Prabhupada, he instituted this 24 hours Kirtan to have devotees chant the holy name of the Lord purely, so they will have an impact towards the peace and harmony of the world, and ultimately purify the whole atmosphere, the whole world, because the sound vibration is so effective that it travels so many times. It says at least 7 times all over the world through ether. So for those who have time, they can spend with us in the 24-hour Kirtan department. It's been going on for such a long time now, and those devotees who spend their time here, the equivalent of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra here is 1,000 times more than anywhere else. And we would like to dedicate our lives, especially in the Sankirtan program. This is the life and soul of devotees. Of course, those who are involved in this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra must be pure in heart, so that it will have much more effect towards everyone's consciousness. So the Sankirtan, we have the 24-hour Kirtan going on, and we have many new devotees joining, especially from different parts of the world. I would like to invite everyone also, even from India, to come and join.
Great. Thank you so much for helping us know what is 24 hours Kirtan. So as you explain about 24 hours Kirtan, so what is Kirtan? Why you like Kirtan?
Kirtan, specifically Sankirtan, means complete, samyak, complete, Sankirtan. Kirtan means glorification of the Supreme Lord. It is the way of all the instructions of the spiritual master, actually. Hearing and chanting the holy name, fame, form, qualities, and pastimes of the Supreme Lord is the most important. So when we chant, when we do Kirtan, we express our love towards the Supreme Lord. It's for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. That's what Kirtan means. To glorify Him and to exhibit our way of appreciation and love towards the Supreme Lord. It is not singing some mundane songs. Kirtan means ultimately the best way how we'll be able to express our love and devotion. Of course, there are two ways of chanting, is japa and kirtan. And it says that kirtan is the most powerful, this congregational chanting. But everyone must do japa also, the silent chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, whom our spiritual master instructed us to do. This is an individual purification, but in kirtan, everybody is engaged in hearing and chanting, and it's more powerful.
Great. Thank you for letting us know the importance of kirtan. The next question: why you will not leave ISKCON?
Why will not I leave ISKCON? Well, this is where I grew up spiritually, and we cannot repay back whatever we receive from the disciplic succession from Srila Prabhupada, from our spiritual master. We will not be successful in going back home, back to Godhead, because the roots of the beginning is in ISKCON. And there's no other institution where you can get the best association spiritually. We have the nicest devotees, the best prasadam, the best kirtan, the best of everything, the best philosophy. Prabhupada wrote so many books. He worked so hard to establish ISKCON, and the only way how we can repay back Srila Prabhupada is to stay in his family, become strong spiritually, and at the same time teach others about the same process, what we've learned from our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. ISKCON, Prabhupada says, in the spiritual world there is also ISKCON. So we will see each other also in the spiritual world.
And the second last question: what are the preaching activities what you're doing here, as you're staying in Vrindavan for a long time?
I've been here since 2002, so now 2015, 13 years now. My service here is part of the administration. I'm in charge of the brahmacharis, the coordinator also for festivals like Gaur Purnima or Kartik festivals. Or right now we're having this 40th anniversary of installation of the deities, Krishna Balaram Mandir. I'm also like the vice president. I give classes also to youths, whoever comes here. We go to college preachings here and there nearby. I go to at least dozens Ratha Yatras around in Delhi, Haryana, Punjab. I also travel. I go to America and Russia once a year for one and a half months to 2 months. We go to North America and Canada, USA, and I go to the Philippines. I go travel there for also a month or month and a half. And the rest of the time I'm here, 8 to 9 months in a year. I'm here in Vrindavan.
Great. The last question, Maharaj. What is the message you would like to give it to the youth or people? How find the actual peace? Because people now in the material world, they're looking for happiness here and there, hankering around here, there, but they're not getting happiness.
Yes.
So what is the exact, the right way to find happiness?
Well, we have to identify, or we have to explain first what is happiness. Real happiness means not having many material things, having comfortable place to stay or situation. Real happiness, according to the Bhagavad Gita, is becoming free from the repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. This is real happiness, according to Srila Prabhupada. So happiness cannot be found what money can buy. Happiness can only be found from within. And real happiness can be found and if we absorb ourselves, especially in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, because this purifies the soul, this purifies the heart. Our soul right now is covered up with so many material things. Of course, it cannot be covered up, but because we identify with the body as a self, then the soul is the one who's suffering, taking different forms of body in 8,400,000 species of life. So the soul can be only happy. The soul is the passenger. This body is the chariot, and the senses are the horses. So we have to control the senses, we have to control the mind. It has to be peaceful. And this can be done especially when we chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, without any offenses. It has to be done in a pure state of mind, free from false prestige. And we should be, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, we can always chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra if we are tolerant, more tolerant than a tree, be humbler than a blade of grass, be ready to offer respect to others and not demand any respect towards oneself. So my understanding is, the more we chant, the more quality comes, and the more, when one qualities comes, then the more our consciousness becomes purified, and then we'll be able to become more effective in convincing others about this process, Krishna consciousness, which is our life and soul. To become happy all the time and serve Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mars.